Working with our member organisation Hort Innovation, Primary Industries Education Foundation Australia has developed the Apples All Year Round resource, a 2-lesson unit designed for Year 9 and 10 students that covers design and technology outcomes from version 9 of the Australian curriculum. This 2-lesson unit explores the Australian apple industry and the technologies and innovations that are enhancing sustainable apple production. Teachers can use these activities to support their pedagogical methods within the classroom. This resource contains teacher-focused lesson guides to assist with delivering a range of engaging activities, providing active links to media clips and source materials, resource and equipment list to support planning and organisation and link to any relevant industry materials and information, worksheets and activities for instant lesson planning and student engagement, and answers for teachers and student guidance. The Apples All Year Round resource and associated supplementary materials are free to download on the PrimeZone website. This resource comprises of 2 comprehensive teacher guides containing step-by-step guidance on the delivery of lessons. The accompanying student worksheets can be accessed at the bottom of the teacher guide or downloaded separately from the PrimeZone landing page to be shared with students as a hard copy or digitally. Each student worksheet contains editable text boxes allowing their completion on student devices or as a series of printed worksheets that can be completed by hand. In the first lesson, Unlocking Orchard Opportunities, students will learn about the significance of Australia's apple industry to producers, consumers, and the economy. By engaging with source material through a series of case studies, students will observe the impact of technology and innovation on the industry and consider how they allow growers to produce higher quality apples, reduce environmental impacts, and adapt to changing consumer demands. Through engaging problem-solving scenario cards, students will learn about current and future challenges faced by Australia's apple industry, working collaboratively to follow the design thinking processes to design possible solutions to address these concerns. The second lesson in this unit, Apples Along the Supply Chain, explores the stages of the value supply chain for Australian apples and the occupations relating to apple production. Through an engaging hands-on card game, students will order the marketing and supply chain of apples. They will research sustainable practices and technologies relevant to the marketing and supply chain of apples and design cards using either digital technology and design software or paper and markers to complement the supply chain. Students will learn about the significance of cold storage and preservation of Australian apples and value-added products in addressing food security challenges and meeting the nutritional needs of a growing population. Through guided research, students will observe examples of diversification implemented in the apple industry to reduce food waste and provide additional long-lasting products for consumers. Students will learn about the significance of rootstock selection in Australian apple production and understand how the choice of rootstock contributes to sustainability and food security in the apple industry. The teacher guide provides step-by-step instructions for the delivery of an optional hands-on grafting activity to consolidate student understanding about the grafting process and its role in apple production in Australia. The Apples All Year Round unit is accompanied by supplementary materials including the PIFA Food and Fibre card game, Australian Apples Supply Chain, which allows students to order the value supply chain of Australian apples from farm to consumer. By participating in an engaging, hands-on card game, students will learn about the processes, technologies, and careers involved in the supply chain, with an optional extension task of researching and designing their own additional game cards to further their understanding of technologies adopted by the industry to improve environmental, economic, and social sustainability. The Australian Apples Supply Chain poster showcases careers along the supply chain of Australian apples. This free to download resource can be printed and displayed in the classroom or supplied to students digitally to support their exploration of career opportunities and pathways into the industry.